Greetings everyone. Today in this video I'm going to teach you or show you how to create a website without knowing how to code. So I created this website without knowing how to code. So I'm going to go through this website that I've created. Let me just open the first thing. So when I open here, I'll just click in my website. I'm gonna start with home. You can see there is a logo there, and then I'm gonna start at home. So at home, you will see that this is what I wrote the way I wanted it to be. Even the color, you can still change the color because I want to also change it to white. I'm still gonna change it, but I was trying to test it. So you will see that when you click at home, it takes you to a home page. If you click about, it will take you to what about this man. Then after that, there is a link here which we can click, and this link, if you click it, it's going to take you to my YouTube channel. So I just clicked it now. Let's see if it can take you to my YouTube channel. Indeed, it takes you to my YouTube channel where you will find all my videos in YouTube. So now I'm gonna get out of this YouTube now because we are interested in knowing the website. So if you also click in contact, it's gonna take you to a form that you can dial your name. Like for example, you can say master, and then after that you can say your cell phone number, your email, and the message. Then you can type there. If you can see, we can type something, and then after that you can send it. Then let me take it home. So I also created a button that you can see there, but I'm just gonna click it. It takes me back home. So now, how did I create this website without knowing how to code? So this is the question that we are going to answer in this video. If you are loving this video, kindly subscribe to this channel. That's the first thing that you must do before we proceed. So the first thing that you need to do in order for you to start your website, you must download a Notepad++. So when you download a Notepad++, you can go to your Google or your Chrome, you download the Notepad++. This is where we are going to start creating our project. So when we're going to start creating our project of making our first website, then you can come in this site here. You can open a new project or you can start a new project. So when you click a new project, you're gonna see that we have the first one here named new one. So but you can still change the name of this file, so it's not a problem. But I'm just gonna close this second one here. So now and as you can see, you know the first step that you need to have a Notepad++. So what is the second step after Notepad++? The second step that you need in order for you to successfully create your website, you're gonna need to have a ChatGPT, OpenAI, the ChatGPT. So in ChatGPT, we are going to make it simple. We are going to ask it to write the code for us. I will type a code with you. It can be in a small letter, but I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to say write me. When I write it, I have to command it. Write me a code write me an HTML code and CSS separately. I will say separately. The reason part why I'm saying separately, because I want to have the page for CSS so that if I have to make some changes, I can change it, and I want to have a page for only HTML separately to create a website of a small shop. Let's say we are creating a website of a small shop. I will say enter. So the ChatGPT is going to check your statement. Then it will tell you that it's going to write a code for you. It's writing a code for us for chat. It's writing a code for us, as you can see. So the way I've asked it here, it wrote me a code of HTML, and again it wrote me a code of what? Of CSS. CSS is just about to decorate your HTML. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to copy this code. Let's copy this code quickly. I'm going to copy this code and I'm going to paste it in my Notepad++. So as you can see, I just paste my code in my Notepad++. So I'm gonna create another file which is going to which we are going to paste our CSS code. So if you check here, you will see that there is this name called style.css. This is a linking, this link our CS, the other page that we are creating. So let's create that page here. We're going to create new. In this new, we are going to paste the code of CSS. So let's just also do that quickly. So this is our code for CSS. So let's just paste it quickly. I'm going to copy everything here in this code for CSS. Then I'm going to paste it in that new file we just created. So I just pasted this code for CSS. So the only thing that here, the code, this name, it have to change. So we are going to change this name to styles. Exactly the way it's written here is written styles.css. So we are going to save it as style.css. So I'm going to say save as. So as a save as, I'm going to change here to style.css. This is it must match exactly be the same as that name we saw there, styles.css. And when I do that, it will tell me styles.css. Then let me just rechange it .css, and I'm going to put it in this folder. I'm gonna put it in folder called a phone. Let me see. Okay, that's fine. Let me create a folder. Can I create a folder quickly? So I'm going to change the name quickly. Let me change the name quickly, as I've already created the folder for you guys. So we're going to say save as. So in save as, I have a name called how to create a website in my desktop. So I'm going to check that how to create a website in my desktop. Then I'm gonna say styles.css, then enter. Then it says styles.css already exists. Do you want to replace it? So it exists, but we want it to be there. Okay, it's fine. Let me just do something so that we don't have a problem with my other files. So here in styles.css, we are going to add styles to WS just for you guys. So now I'm gonna redo it, save this file. I will save it as again. Let me just redo it, styles with ws.css. Then we're going to save it in how to create a folder. We're gonna save it in how to create a folder. I saved that file here in my desktop. Then boom, then we can now save it. We saved it. Then I'm gonna write this as main.html. So let me just say save as. You must make sure that all the files you are saving them in the same document. So main.html. So in the main.html, it is saved. So now when it's saved, you will see that we have saved 2 documents. So now we are going to go to these 2 documents that we saved. We open them and we see what will happen when we open them. So if I browse here in my laptop, you will see that if I can say how to create a website, that document is there with us. Let me open it. It's gonna open quickly. Okay, when it opens, we have 2 files here. I can just double click this file that we just saved. So let me just double click and we see how our program is going to be. So you will see that here our CSS, it did everything that we needed in our first creating website. So let's just browse it. It shows that welcome to your shop name welcome to your shop name. So here, which means you are going to change where there is welcome to your shop name, you are going to give it your own. You can give it your own. Sometimes you might want to write it in the corner there, or in the top left or top right. And then here maybe you might want this to be only in the top right. We're still gonna cover that. So but now I'm just showing with a simple steps of how to create a website without knowing how to code. So now you will see that shopping image. Here where there is shopping image, you can put your image which you want. So quality products at affordable price, discover a wide range. That is what the HTML, the ChatGPT can write for you. Features products, it can show you there. You can also add more of these future products that you have in your shop. It depends on the type of a website you're creating. You can be creating a website, any website that you want to create, as long as I decided that I'm showing you guys with how to create a website of a shop. So now I'm gonna show you how I can change this name to be my shop name. So let's just go there quickly in our code. So in our code here, you will see that we saw welcome to your shop name. So here when they say welcome to your shop name, you have to write your name of your shop. So let's assume that your shop is called Pick and Pay. Let's say Pick and Pay. Pick and Pay. I'm just giving you an example for learning purpose. Pick and Pay. You have home, you have everything, quality, what. You can also duplicate this. If you have a lot of product, you can duplicate this, copy and paste, and then after until all. So I just change that name to Pick and Pay. So it's going to say Pick and Pay if we run it again. So every time when you change, you must come to this thing here. Is for saving. You save. So when you save all the changes, or after saving, you can go back to your browser. We have this browser. You can just click here. When you click here, it's going to update everything. So if I change, you can see now it's right at the name of our shop. Our name of our shop now is Pick and Pay. So in Pick and Pay, we have a home page and a product, and we also have about, and you have contacts, but there is nothing that you have written there. So there is nothing that we have already written in contact when you click, and then in page, in the home page, when you click, there is nothing that is happening. So it means that we have to now create we have to create a page for products. You have to create a page for about us. You have to create a page for content. So let me just also take you to my website that I was creating. So if you check in my website here, it's still the same as yours, but there is only this line that I want to show you guys in this website, whereby I used UL and UL. In the UL there, I used the listing. For listing, it was about a website. It's a link whereby we say it's website.html, which is home, and about.html, with is about. This about is the name that when I will show you how it appears, and our service and contact. So I only open an about. So you will have to create a separate link. You will have to create a separate link, a separate page. About, it's an HTML page. Sometimes if you don't mind, you can use HTML and CSS at the same time in one page, but I prefer to write them in separate pages. So in this one here, we created about. Again, we have this thing about, because we have to be able to go back to where we come from and go back and forward, back and backwards. Okay, so let's just proceed again. So now you're gonna have a contact. This is an HTML code. Again, we have everything that we needed. Here there is something that I'm going to share with you guys in the preceding video. What I'm going to share with you guys in the preceding video is when you are done creating your website, how do you host it for free? So this is what we are going to cover in the next video. So now after that, I will show you something in this website. Let me just review it with you guys. So when we review my website that I just created, you will see that if I click home as I've showed you, it will show us everything that I've written here. I can also change a color. I'm going to change this color to white. You can see this color is not white right now, but we can still change it not to this color, to white color, as I think white is can be a nice color. So after that, you can go to about. You will see this exactly everything what we have done here. Everything that you do, you just ask in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will write a code for you. You paste it in Notepad. So guys, I'm going to give you a very brief video, step by step, writing a code, pasting and copying and pasting until we finish a complete website. So if you are loving this kind of video, as I want to produce more videos teaching you guys on how to use ChatGPT to create a website, a professional website like this, whereby you can have anything that you need, and then it works exactly the way you want, and it works perfectly, and you can host. And then the next video also, I'm gonna be sharing on how to host your website for free without paying any money. So we're going to cover that in the next video. So if you're loving this video, kindly subscribe to this channel to see more of these videos. So right now, as you have seen that my color in the first one, when you open it, it changes to green. So we are going to check where there is green, we change it to white. So let me just start here. You can see that there is green there. I can say it must change to white. So after that, we navigate again, we check, is there anywhere here where we see green? For the color, we change again to white. So I just want you guys to observe what happens when you code without knowing how to code. So control text, I want them to be white. Everything I want it to be white for now. So let's do it. Let's change it. We are keeping changing. We are checking. We have also last green for the button. Okay, the button, I also want it to be white. So let's just say white. So everything now it's white. So I can save my work. So when I save my work, we are going to refresh our page and say if it's going to be on white color. It's going to be written in white color. So I just went there and refresh my page. So my page now is in white color, but I only change the main style. I didn't change in the other styles. So there is possibility that if you click here, but when you click here, we didn't have a white color, so it was only affected in the white, in the main style, the main style that I just show you guys. It was just affected in the main style. As you can see here, we only change in the styles.css, which is the CSS style of the main style. So we change the color to green, and when we change the color to green, to white, sorry, when we change the color to white, now it's nice. You can see it's very nice. It looks professional. You can read it. You can also change the font of this. So if you want to change the font, you just check here in your CSS that your ChatGPT wrote for you. Where is font? You can check, you can navigate, you can font size, you can see their font weight. So you can just check on top there about font, everything it's written for you. So you just have to read it and make some changes where you need to change. Like for example, I show you guys how to make a changes in that website that we just started with. So guys, this is very simple. Do you love these videos? Do you want me to teach you more about how to create website without knowing the code? So I'm going to be taking you guys in this journey step by step. This is just the first video. I'm still going to be producing a lot of videos teaching you guys about how to make a website without knowing how to code. So I started this website without knowing how to code it, but I managed to code it until I finished it. So you can also do it too. And if you are liking this, comment, subscribe and comment. And when you comment, tell me what you would love me to teach you so that I can teach you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch up with you in the next video.